Okie doke. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ron with Fab and Build. I hope everybody's been doing really good and life finds you in a place where you actually want to be. But anyway, welcome back. We're building a pantry today. Behind me, I have some of the shelves already cut in here. We've got two of the panels, the right and left panel. Out here, I have the center panel I'm fixing to rip down. We're going to get the pantry going. We're going to have two. All right, well, I'm going to use the cutoffs on that. I've got two pieces that are 11.5 inches wide in width. Length, we'll cut those down to 57. That will be the bottom of the cabinet because it's never going to be seen. It's going to be sitting on it, have drawers on top of that. We'll dowel pin those together, cut them off evenly. Done deal for the bottom. So that's it. Come in off the end about 1.25 inches on each end. Gives me good room. I'm not too far in where the dowels are not supporting the actual end. They're going to be glued together, but I want as much structure towards the end as possible, but I don't want them all the way out close to the end. Anyway, so what I do, and I take my 57, cut it in half. We come down here to 57. I find out where my center measurement is real quick. 28.5. 28.5 in the middle. Boom. There's that measurement. I'm going to scrap those off real quick. Got those. Simple math. I come in from there at 27.25. 27.25. I do that in half, and I actually have 13 5/8. So if I come off that mark, 13 5/8, puts me right here. Come off the center mark, 13 5/8. I should be right in the center. 13 5/8. Let's flip that around and check it. Look at that, 13 5/8 off the center. 13 5/8. So 5 pins. If I thought I was going to need any more than that, I would break those in half, but it's just overkill at this point. So I'm going to do these, get those crossed over. Mark these off as well. Split them down the center. And then I'll make my dowel pin holes. Look at that. It's exactly what I'm looking for right there. And this is the material that all the rest of this cabinet is going to be made out of. So I'm going to get busy and cut the rest of these out. And get that top panel over here and do the same thing to it for the center and the two ends. Then we're going to get the other panels cut and glue down, and then we're going to get busy and put this thing together. We're going to go ahead and get the shelves cut. Make sure to do a dry fit on those to make sure they work. Sand everything up for one final deal to get it ready. Then flip it over once we get the shelves in. We're going to flip it over, do the back, have all that sanded and prepped for the finish. And we'll probably actually finish the back before we put it on because the corners will be tight to get into, and I don't want any discoloration in the corners. I'm just being picky. This is my pantry, so I'm being picky at this point. But that's kind of how I would go through it for a customer as well. I'm going to pre-finish some of the panels before they go on because I know those have to be done that way. Anyway, let's get busy on this, cut these shelves, get this thing done, dry fit those in, and get moving forward. So in cutting these shelves, we want to make sure that we have a good square 90-degree corner on your panels to cut these out because that's what you're going to want to come off of. That's pretty standard. Everybody should know that. I have my story stick set for the depth of the shelves. I've got this marked at 462 to this inside line for the depth of the shelf front to back. From here, I've also got 710 millimeters set for the width of the shelf. So now I can run through this pretty quick and cut everything. See if I can get you over here and show it to you. I'll actually cut it to width rather. Cut that to width all the way down. Then I can flip this and turn this way, and then I can cut my shelves to depth. Each time I cut a shelf, I'll put it here, mark it, put my track on there, cut it, come back, put this on here, mark it, put my track on there, cut it. So that should speed up the process. Story stick, very good to have. This one is from Woodpecker. Spent quite a bit of money on it, but it does really well and it's really accurate. So I'm not really regretting it. I use it all the time. You're going to be seeing me use it a whole lot more in the future because I've gotten lazy about not picking it up when I'm out here in the shop. So anyway, we're going to get busy on this. We're going to get these laid out, cut down, and get these shelves in. Be right back. Okay. Going to mark this out for the shelf. So we've got that there, right there. Okay, very important on a track saw application of any sort that you use. Always make sure this is the piece I want to keep. I'm cutting on that side of the line. So you'll need to place your track saw accordingly to where your blade cuts on that side. So I'm going to get this clamp down, set up, and we're going to come back and cut these. Okay, we're going to cut across this and get this done. Shelf number 2. There. Butting that square, holding that line there. Make sure when you're using story sticks that you don't bump them. If you've already got them set, please don't bump them. You'll have to stop and redo everything. All right, short track. It's no good at this. Again, we're keeping this piece, so we're going to come on this side of the line. So I put it on this side, right up against that line. Okay, real important to pay attention to when you're doing this. This is why I made this mark over here in this corner, which was down here, because I flipped it to make that cut over here. Do yourself a favor, always make sure you mark your square corners. Those of you that do this, I know I'm being repetitive. It's for those that are new. First, I'm going to flip this back the other way, so we're cutting this direction. Here we go. And shelf number 4. Okay, so we know we have our square corner. Looking at my other shelves, the grain is all running long ways. Grain runs this way. That'll keep that in uniform with the others. Therefore, this will be the width of my shelf. Square this up. Make that mark there. Square this up. Make this mark here inside there. That is the width of my shelves. I will cut 2 shelves out and have a piece of scrap. Get that set up, be right back. All right, we'll get this cut down. All right. Now to measure across from here and get our 2 shells. There. Okay, we're going to get these last 2 panels cut real quick. And that'll give us all of our shelves. Okay, so that's going to get us caught up on all the shelves. Got all 6 of those done and cut. Got our spare pieces set to the side for later. We'll do some small stuff with these other projects. That's why you always save your scraps. Anyway, so we got all 6 shelves done. We're going to get these sanded down along with all the other pieces. We're going to do a dry fit on it and get this set up to where we can move forward. We'll be back to get the rest of this in the back panels. Okay, so we have the dry fit. This is from top to bottom. Looking at it from the left side. This is from the bottom up. Give everybody an idea what we're looking at. Drawers, bottom compartments, middle and top. And the right side. Dry fit is good. Hey everybody. Okay, we're gonna wrap the video up today on that portion of it. We're gonna come back and get this thing put together. And I hope everybody's enjoyed the video to this point. And if you like what you see and you like what we're doing, please do us a favor and subscribe. And thank you to all my subscribers thus far. Huge shout out to everybody, all the viewers and everyone, for everything that you guys are doing to help us support this channel. Leave a comment, share it, pass it on to your friends. If you know anybody else that enjoys stuff like this, share it with them. We guys really appreciate everything that you do for us. I can't say that enough. But anyway, we'll see you back here to get this thing put together and get it in the house. So for now, everybody be kind to one another. Have a great day. And we'll see you on the other side. Thanks.